Oh, you caught me again.
Stick around and we'll get right to it.
Hey, welcome back, guys. Jason, KM4ACK. Back out here at a park today, and I just happened to stop at this one while I was passing by. And what I like to do is I like to test out and see from different places in Middle Tennessee where I can get into an APRS digipeater at and where I can get into a Winlink gateway. Now, APRS has been a bit hit or miss. I'm usually getting packets through, but it seems like it's delayed for a little bit. And that's probably the limit of running 5 watts on an HT. But I did want to check and see if I could use a couple of different antennas and get into one of our local gateways. Let's see what happens with this new long antenna that I've got here. This is the Comet. I believe that's a BH205. Let's see. Take a look at that. Take it off the radio and we'll see exactly what that is. No, I'm sorry, RH205. I'll leave a link to it down in the description. It's a monoband 2-meter only antenna, but it is 5/8 wave. So I wanted to test it, and then I'm going to test out my other little trusty antenna that I like to keep on the HT, especially the D74 and the D75. This is one of my favorite antennas. We'll talk about that in just a second. Let's see if we can get into this gateway real quick. All right, so we'll try it first with the longer antenna. By the way, guys, here's a cool little hack for you. This antenna, because it's a little breezy out here today, cut that down a bit. Because it's breezy out here today, this antenna was wanting to fall over because it's so tall and the wind was catching it, knocking it over. If you got a backpack, just clip your radio to the side of your backpack and that'll hold it up while you're working and not have to worry about this antenna blowing over. So let's go ahead and try this. We're going to connect to W4BXR and see if we can get a good connection. So let's give that a shot. It's running. Let's see if we can get it to connect. It's connected. There's the initial exchange. I'm not sure if I've got any messages waiting or not, but there is sending messages. And let's see, we should get receiving messages here in just a second. And we're done. So no messages, but I successfully got in. Another way to take a look at that, go into the logs on WoAD, and you can see right up there at the very top, if you get that FF followed by an FQ and then session ended, you'll know that your session was successful. So we know it works with the big antenna. Remember, this is 5/8 wave. Let's see if it'll work with a 1/4 wave antenna as well. All right, so I've swapped out to the Smiley antenna, and the reason I like this, especially for the D74 and D75, is this is a tri-band antenna, so it gives me UHF, VHF, and it gives me the 220 band. So I like that because these radios do have 220 in them. But let's see, with that one being a little bit shorter, is it going to be enough to get into this same gateway? So I'm going to go back to my sessions. We're using the exact same one. We'll go ahead and hit the play button there, and let's see if it's enough to get in. And it looks like even the 1/4 wave antenna is going to be able to do it from this location into that particular gateway. But guys, I am constantly running tests like this just to see where I'm able to get into different gateways and digipeaters when I'm out and about in Middle Tennessee. So you'd be amazed how many times I pull over on the side of the road and just run a test like this just to see if we can communicate with nothing more than an HT and the phone. If you found today's information helpful, be sure to give us a thumbs up before you head off. We will see you guys on the next one. Until then, 7-3.